Hey you guys, I'm Nicole with A-Frayed-Knot and welcome to my channel. Today I am collabing with 9 of my creative friends to bring you a creative little Christmas. Be sure that you go subscribe to their channels and be sure to go watch them and drop a deer emoji into the comments to let them know that I sent you. So today what we are going to do is I am going to show you exactly how to make this adorable sleigh rides deer ornament, and you can actually get this in the online shop. All of the links and information that you are going to need for this kit, for the paint that I use, and for all of my creative friends is going to be in the description of the video. So make sure you check it out. I hope you enjoy this craft. Let's get started. Okay, so here we have our wood pieces. That is our deer. This is our wood round that the deer is going to go on, and our embellishment packet that has all of the things that we're going to need to complete this project. I'm going to be using the AFK chalk paint in the colors that you see here, and we are first going to start with teepee. We're going to take the color teepee and base paint the entire wood round. Once you have it all painted, then we're going to go ahead and start painting our deer in the color Rusty Bell. So go ahead and just get that all painted. Just get a nice coat on there of paint. And while we're getting this guy all painted up, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, once we have our deer all base painted, we are going to go ahead and just dry it. Give it a quick dry, because we need to sand it, and you want to make sure that it's dry. And then we're going to take our sandpaper. I am using an 80 grit sandpaper. I just like 80 grit because it helps just knock that paint off. I like to get a rustic look. And then we are going to take the color Holly Berry and paint the deer's nose. And then we're going to take the same color Holly Berry and just paint some stripes right across our wood round, just like that. 3 of them. They don't have to be perfect, although if you want them perfect, you are free to tape them off and make them perfect. I just want some stripes on there, and then we're going to give it a good dry because we're going to come back in with the sandpaper and rough it back up. I want this to look nice and rustic, just like that. So we're going to take our deer and our color Crazy Crow in the AFK chalk paint, and we're going to paint the deer's feet just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and paint the antlers in the same color Crazy Crow. Just get a good coat of paint on them, and it should look like that. Next, we're going to take the color teepee and this little heart that you see and some tape and get that heart, a good coat of paint on there. It makes it a lot easier to put it on some tape because it is a little on the small side. Give it a quick dry and then grab that sandpaper again and sand the nose, the head of the deer, and the body. We're just going to rough it up a bit. And then we're going to take our Distress Oxide. I'm using the color Vintage Photo, and we're just going to grunge this up a bit. So I'm just adding an inked color all the way around the edges, and I even went onto the inside of the surface a little bit. And I'm going to do that on the head as well, just like you see here. And then the nose. And then I'm going to do it on our wood round also. Right on the edges and then right on the top, just like you see me doing here. So I have this stencil from Essential Stencil, and I want to put some snowflakes on our wood round surface. So I'm just going to use the snowflakes off of this stencil, and I'm just going to put them randomly on the top of our round piece. So you see how I'm just kind of randomly placing them. I think the snowflakes are going to look adorable. So for stenciling, the key is just to make sure you're using almost a dry brush, and that's going to eliminate some bleed through. Give it a good dry, and then we're going to take our letter template, a pencil, and some carbon paper, and we're going to transfer on the word sleigh rides right onto the side right there. And I've got the deer body on there. It's not glued together yet, but it's just there to give me a placement so I know where to put my words at. And so I've got that there, and I'm using my carbon paper, and I am just transferring right over the top of each and every letter with my pencil, and then it's going to transfer it right onto my surface, just like you see there. And then we're going to take our paint pen and just trace right over those letters and just fill everything in. Just like you see me doing here, just go over each and every letter. Looking good, looking good. Don't forget when you go over and follow my friends to drop that deer emoji so this way they know I sent you. And I hope you're really enjoying this project, and I am so excited for you to see everybody else's. So once we get this all traced over, just like you see me doing here, I'm going to go around the edges and just put some fine line details. It just gives it a little bit of character. Next, we're going to take our deer body and the white paint pen, and we're just going to add some lines to this as well, just to give it a little more character. So I'm just adding some straight lines and a couple little dots, just like you see right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the nose. Just going around with some lines and a couple of dots. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the deer's head. So I'm just doing some lines right around, just kind of giving it a little bit of definition. So I just do a straight line and a couple of dots all the way around the face. And then we're going to go in and do the same thing on the ears. So we're just giving the face a little bit of character. So once we get that all done, we're going to take our super glue and we're going to start putting the deer's body together. We're going to start with the little heart. I'm just going to tap it right down there onto the bottom part of the body, and then I will put the nose onto the face right at the bottom there. Hold it for just a second. It sets up nicely. Next, we're going to do the head. Get it in place, hold it down, and then we're going to do the body. So just get some super glue on the back, and then we're going to put it down right onto our round surface. And voila, there it is, looking good. So we're going to take our Crazy Crow color paint and the back of a paintbrush, and I am just going to put some eyes on in the shape of an oval, just like you see right there. So I start as a circle and just kind of drag it up and down, and it gives me that look right there. Get them dry because we don't want to smear them. And then we're going to take our embellishments, the jute rope, the bead, and this fabric. The fabric is big enough to put a bow on the top or to shred it and put a little bow on the deer's head like you see me about to do right here. I'm just tying a little knot. I made a little fabric strip, tied a little knot to make it look like a bow. I'm gonna put a dab of crazy glue right there and then just tap it down, and the deer now has a bow. Super cute. So we're gonna take the jute rope, run it through the pre-drilled hole there, and I'm just going to tie it off into a little knot at the top, right at the top of the round right there. And then I'm going to even up our jute rope pieces, give them a cut so they're even, and then string those two pieces through that bead. Just like you see me doing there, just pull them through. So I'm going to pull them all the way through and run that bead right down to where that knot is at the top of our round. And then I'm going to put a knot, tie a knot on the top of the bead, just to keep that bead in place. It keeps it from moving around. And then once I have that, I'm going to tighten it, and I'm just going to tie off a bow. And then we're going to have the hanger for our ornament. Super cute. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this fun and easy deer ornament DIY. Don't forget, go check out my friends. Their links and everything that you need are in the description of this video. Go watch their videos, drop a deer emoji in the comments, and let them know that I sent you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.